I'd never been the jealous type, never tried to control her. But when my wife Sarah mentioned she was going to her old college friend Jessica's party, a knot formed in my stomach. It wasn't just any gathering. It was the kind Jessica threw at her crowd from the days before Sarah and I married. I knew their scene. Alcohol flowing freely, lines blurring, and promises fading under the pulse of loud music. I'd witnessed it before. So I said to her, voice steady, "I'm not comfortable with you going to this one alone. I know how Jessica's parties go." She sighed, exasperated. "Come on, Mark. It's just drinks and old friends. You're overreacting." That word, overreacting, stung. Not because I doubted her loyalty, but because I'd been right before. 3 years back, she went to a colleague's wedding after party without me. I was down with the flu, so I stayed home. When she returned the next day, something was off. Her eyes avoided mine, her voice distant. She never confessed anything, but the shift in her was undeniable. Since then, I trusted her, but I trusted my gut more. When she dismissed my concern again, I didn't push. Instead, I said, "Go if you want, but don't expect things to feel the same when you're back." She laughed, as if I were joking, and left. That night, I didn't call or text. I didn't wake up restless. I just shut down, calm and detached. She stumbled in at 3:47 a.m., the front door creaking as she slipped inside. Her hair was tousled, eyeliner smudged, shoes dangling from her hand. "You're awake," she said, voice soft. I didn't respond, just stared at the shadowed hallway. She shifted, trying to sound light. It was fun, a bit crazy, but nothing big. I nodded, silent. She climbed into bed, and I stayed upright, eyes fixed elsewhere. The room felt heavy, charged with something unspoken, and I let it linger. The next morning, I went for a run, the cold air sharpening my thoughts. When I returned, Sarah sat at the kitchen counter, a mug of coffee untouched in her hands. "Mark, are you upset?" she asked. I shrugged. Not upset, just thinking. My calm unnerved her more than any argument would. She trailed me through the house, her presence like a shadow. Every attempt at conversation got a clipped, neutral reply, polite but distant. Around midday, I glanced at my phone, a message from a stranger. Some guy had waited in my inbox. "Hey, just a heads up. Saw your wife at Jessica's last night. She was getting cozy with someone. Thought you'd want to know." Attached was a photo. My pulse quickened. There was Sarah, outside by the fire pit, her legs draped across another man's lap. Her smile was wide, his hand resting on her knee. It wasn't evidence of betrayal, but it was enough to crack something inside me. I walked to the kitchen and held up the phone. Her face went pale, lips parting, but no words came. Then stammering, "It wasn't like that. I was just drunk, and he—" I raised a hand. "I don't want excuses. I warned you. You chose to go." Her eyes filled with tears. "Mark, please. I didn't mean—" I cut her off. "I'm not leaving, but I'm not seeing you the same way." That silence, it hit harder than any fight. Not anger, not walking out, but letting her stew in the space she'd made. For the next week, she tried to make it right. Cooking dinners, checking in constantly, offering small gestures of regret without saying the word sorry. I stayed present, but kept her at arm's length, my warmth locked away. Then one night, she crumbled. "I should have listened to you," she whispered, tears streaking her cheeks. "I thought it was just a night out. I didn't realize I'd lose the part of you that believed in me." I met her eyes, then looked away. "You didn't lose me," I said quietly, "but you lost a version of me that thought this couldn't happen.